Hey everybody, how you doing? This is Kaylana, the Blush Driver here. And so, first of all, I had a great time with my son last night. We went to go see Black Panther, but that's on a totally different subject. So I'll tell you guys about that in another vlog. So I've been thinking about something, okay? So you guys have seen my previous videos about this one particular store that I'm frequently going to with Instacart and dealing with these two managers that I don't know, they're just like bullies here in the store. And so this morning started off pretty good, and they had me going to another store. It was like kind of far away, but anyway, long story short, I'm back at this particular store, right? I'm explaining to you guys because the one manager I was telling you guys about, the mean one, who I call Adam, he actually is, I think he's transferring to another store or he's quitting. I'm not sure, but basically he's not going to be at this store anymore. So I think that's kind of a good thing for me, I guess. But, you know, I can still kind of see the culture of this particular store. Like, it's not everybody, it's just some of the people that work there, because everybody's not like that, okay? So Instacart sends me an order. I'm shopping, I'm getting ready to check out, and I come to this one girl's now. This one girl, I come to her line often because she's cool, she's really nice and everything. And so as I come up to her line, she didn't have anybody bagging for her. At least I don't think she did, because I didn't see anybody at the area at that time. So as because I had two orders, because one was small and one was kind of medium sized, and so I was putting the stuff on the belt, but I had my earphones on like really loud. I always have my earphones on, like, so I could just listen to music, or sometimes I'm listening to podcasts or conference call, whatever. And so as I'm checking out, she asked me a question, but as she was scanning, she was motioning another girl to come over for something, and I guess she needed help, I don't know. So the girl comes over to help her bag. And so she asked me something, and I forgot what it was. And so anyway, so she's scanning. So the girls look at each other, and like they started giggling, right? And so she says something to me. So I take like one of my buds out of my ear from my earphones. And so I said, I'm sorry, excuse me. She says, this is an Instacart order. And the way she said it, she had like a smirk on her face. You know, she's like, it's an Instacart order. And so I said, what do you mean? She goes, this is an Instacart order, right? I said, oh, this isn't tax exempt. And she goes, oh, but is this an Instacart order? It was like she was trying to make me say it. It was like she was trying to force me to say it. And so so I put the earbuds back in my ear because I know she was being petty. So her and the bagger look at each other. Now, I've never had no problems with these girls, like, ever. Like, they've always been nice to me, you know. But I guess they're just being petty today. So they're just looking at each other, just giggling, right? And so, which kind of goes along with the last video that I did, was like, these people, they try to make you say what they do or what you do. So if you don't tell them that you're with Instacart, or if you don't answer their questions or whatever, then they'll tell on you. It's just petty. So it was like she was trying to make me say who I worked for, and she knows who I work for, because I come in there, like, I've been in there for almost like 2 years, like, working for this company. So I don't know why she was being like that. And so which made no sense. But it seemed like she was trying to aggravate me so I can respond in a certain way. So if I did, there was a person there to say, oh yeah, well, all she asked her was this, and this is what she said. You know, I see what they're doing. And so it seems like, you know, one devil left, and then now I have to deal with like these little imps, you know what I'm saying? And so I was like, okay. So I didn't say nothing to her. I was still just minding my own business, had my earphones on, playing my music, doing my thing. And so but when I didn't answer her question, she seemed like she got upset, like, because I see that she was being petty. But if she would ask me another question, which she did, I can't remember what else she asked me. She asked me something else, but it was nothing about that. And so it was like, I think it was like the cake. There was a cake I had, and it was the only one that was left in the whole entire store, because it was from the bakery. And so she was like, oh, hey, do you want me to get you another cake? Because I think the bottom was coming loose, but the cake was fine. I said, no, it's okay, it's fine. You sure? I'm like, yeah, I'm good. Thank you, but thank you though. And so, but yeah, and after that, she checked me out. And so the girl that was bagging for her comes over, and she was trying to, you know, take my stuff out. But I mean, the girl that was bagging, like, she's really nice to me. And her and I, like, we always talk, like, you know, just chit chat and stuff, and, you know, crack jokes and stuff. But, you know, I just noticed that in this particular day, I don't know if it was something between these two. So then I started thinking to myself, I don't think this is all stores. This is not all stores, but I'm just saying, in this particular case with this one store, I just seem to have, it just seems like there's always something with some of these people that have worked here. It's not everybody, because, like, I'm cool with some of these people here. But I just think that if people hear something about you, or if they blacklist you, or if they feel a certain type of way, and even if it's not true, at some of these stores, then automatically everybody's going to assume that it's true. you know. And even though the one manager, the nasty one, even though he left, like he's not here anymore, I'm still feeling like, okay, I'm still seeing some of the pettiness with some of the other associates. And what I'm going to start doing is, before I only had an issue with one girl that happened like last year. But, you know, of course, letting Instacart know. But what I am doing behind the scenes is I am looking into legal action, or at least talking to attorneys to see, you know, if this is considered as harassment. Because when I come in there, I'm very low key. You know, I come in there with a shirt, black pants, tennis shoes, you know, have my earphones on, I'm not bothering nobody, I don't say nothing to nobody. And because usually, like I said, you guys, like the earphones are loud. So, you know, if somebody says something, unless I can see them, like say something to me, then I won't know if they're asking me questions or say anything unless I'm really, really close. And so, but if I do hear them ask me a question or say something, I'll politely take it out. Like, I'm sorry, did you say something? Or, you know, I'm sorry. And then they'll tell me what it is. But sometimes I keep them on because I know with certain people, they like to pick at you when you're checking out. And sometimes I just keep them on because I like listening to like whatever it is I'm listening to, you know. But I'm noticing that some of these people, they try to get you to say who you're working for, like if you're with Instacart or whatever. Now my thing is with Ship shoppers, unless you have on a Ship shirt, then they know that you're with Ship because from what I understand, you have to wear your shirt, I guess. But I've been through her line so many times, and she knows that I'm with Instacart. So why is she asking me that all of a sudden? But I've noticed that she only did that when the girl came up to her. It seemed like they wanted me to say who I was with. And to me, I feel like, I don't know if they're trying to set me up or something or trying to start something, but I'm going to make sure that I notify Instacart of this matter because this is happening a lot at this particular store. Now, like I said, I don't have no issues with the assistant. I think he's like the store manager, the assistant store manager, because he's not the GM of the store, I don't think. I think he's the store manager. And he's always been nice. But I'm just noticing a change in him because of the two people, like the two managers that used to mess with me every time I came in there. But like I said, one of them is gone now, thank God. But I just see like it's starting to become like a culture of bullies. And, you know, and now I'm starting to see it's happening with some of the cashiers where if you don't say something or if you don't respond to them right, or maybe you could just go in there not say anything at all, it's like they pick at you or they probe at you. And if you respond in a certain way, then they'll try to find a reason to try to get you in trouble. And most people don't even know that I'm there because I'm just quiet, like I'm doing my job. So my thing is this part of Publix's culture now? And somebody left a comment here on YouTube, and she was right on point. I can't remember her name. Well, it's not a person's name, but they use a pseudonym, and so that they could become very like evil if, you know, they all gang up on you. And so like I'm glad I'm not the only one that this happens to, but I'm starting to notice it seems like to be a trend. And so I'm also going to invest in a body camera and make sure that I start recording every single visit that I have at this particular location. And then I'm going to send it to Instacart. And then I'm also going to send it to a couple of attorneys that I've been looking into to see if this is something that needs to be handled outside of the Instacart platform. So let me know what you guys think.